Magical Morsels, a boy's bite-sized adventures with the legendary Causality Cake. There was once a magical bakery, where the most scrumptious pastries and cakes were made by Mrs. Peculiar, a baker with a flair for the extraordinary. Among them was the legendary Causality Cake, which had the power to bring about unexpected yet wondrous events. One sunny day, Max, a curious 12-year-old boy, stumbled upon the bakery while exploring his neighborhood. As he pushed open the door, the aroma of freshly baked goods filled his nostrils, and his eyes widened with excitement. Mrs. Peculiar greeted him with a warm smile and offered him a slice of Causality Cake.
Be careful, Max. The effects of this cake can be quite unpredictable.
Max couldn't resist. He took a big bite, and suddenly, his dog, who had been sleeping peacefully at home, started dancing in the backyard to an invisible disco beat. The music seemed to be coming from inside Max's head, but it was so catchy that even Mrs. Peculiar found herself tapping her foot. His best friend, Tim, who was supposed to be on a trip with his family, appeared out of nowhere, wearing a funny hat and holding a sign that read, "Surprise Party." The sky turned a brilliant shade of purple, and fluffy white clouds began to play hide and seek behind them. Max's eyes widened in amazement as he tried to take it all in. Just then, his family's old bicycle, which had been locked away for years, suddenly transformed into a shiny new skateboard, with wheels that glowed like neon lights. The neighborhood kids started cheering and high-fiving each other as they took turns riding the magical skateboard. Max realized that the Causality Cake was not only delicious, but also incredibly unpredictable. He decided to have another slice or two, and see what other wondrous events would bring about. As he savored his second bite, a giant, talking eggplant appeared in front of him, wearing a top hat and holding a cane. The eggplant's name was Professor Petal, and he introduced himself as the guardian of Causality Cake.
Welcome, young adventurer. I have been watching you from afar, Max. You have a heart full of wonder and a spirit that cannot be contained. From now on, you will be the official taste tester of this magical treat. Together, we'll make our neighborhood an even more amazing place.
Max beamed with excitement as he thanked Professor Petal and promised to spread the joy of Causality Cake far and wide. And so, the legendary cake continued to bring about incredible events, making Max's life a never-ending adventure of wonder and delight. As for Mrs. Peculiar, she smiled knowingly, her eyes twinkling with secrets only she knew.
Remember, Max, the magic is always within you.
Max left the bakery with a fresh slice of Causality Cake in hand.
Just remember to keep your heart full of wonder and your spirit full of excitement.
Max grinned, feeling like he was on top of the world. He took another bite of the cake, and whoosh. The neighborhood transformed into a whimsical world of wonder and enchantment. The story ends with Max riding the magical skateboard, Professor Petal standing by his side, as they sped through the streets, leaving a trail of joy and excitement in their wake.
Thank you for watching. Thanks for watching my short stories. Subscribe for more.